the first thing that, not everyone will buy it, and there's an output cost to that. But the next thing I'll do is I will try to speak to as many people in that business as I possibly can.
Yeah.
I didn't used to charge for that. I 100% charge for it now because yes, it serves me massively, but that is a piece of work on its own, that diagnostic piece.
Yeah.
The questions that I ask, where that conversation goes, and I don't do a complicated report at the back of it. I don't reveal what individual people said. I might share quotes if they're comfortable with it, with the business leader or the problem owner. But what I'll go back to them with is, these are the areas we looked at. This is the kind of general response I got. These are my recommendations off the back of it.
For the two listeners who have never heard about this, can you give a reason why you do that?
Yeah, the reason I do that is because, so a couple of reasons. The first reason is collaboration breeds buy-in. So whatever people collaborate on, they want to see survive and thrive. And the first part of collaboration is being heard. And also, I don't trust, and neither should you, that the higher ups have a really clear impression of what everybody else is doing. And the reason for that is that they might not be asking for people's opinions in a way that is, they might say it, they might say, I've got an open door policy, but does the organization have agency to be able to actually have influence and say something and be heard? You don't have to take on board what everybody says, but it's really useful if everyone feels heard in the organization. And also, I know a lot about innovation and I know how adaptable it is, but I don't know about their culture and how to adapt it to their culture. And also they know the areas, they're going to tell me what the areas are to innovate around. 100%. They might not be aware of it, and everyone works in it. You know, the finance department are going to have a slightly different take on it than, you know, the outfitters department or whichever department. But I need everyone's point of view, and I need to kind of get a general idea of what the conversation is. And also because if any of that stuff is, when it is hopefully played back to the business, they'll hear their opinion. It might be articulated slightly differently, but they'll hear what they've said. And it, throughout the whole innovation process, you're constantly involving people and collaborating with them, so they understand that you know, head of innovation is just head of facilitation for innovation.